Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be talking about the announcement for Randomathon Round 1. If you are new here, Randomathon is my first readathon of the year. This is something I came up with last year because I have 6 readathons that I call my flagship readathons that we do every single year. I will link my readathon announcement video that has all of the dates for the readathons that I'm hosting this year. You can check it out in the description as well as up in the cards. And last year I decided to do Randomathon once or twice a year, which is the readathon where we're going to change the theme every time. So we're going to host 2 Randomathons this year. This is the first one, and the official theme for the first Randomathon is going to be books. So I thought, what more perfect for the cozy winter season than reading books about books, writers, all of that kind of fun stuff that we really love. Books about books tend to be some of my favorite books of all time. I have a little book t-shirt on to be on theme, but you can't see it very well, but just know the theme is there. I have my bookshelf earrings. This is the first readathon of the year. We are starting the earliest I have ever started. So we're going to be running Randomathon from Monday, January 27th through Sunday, January 9th. So as per usual, we are going to be running a full 2 weeks. It's going to run just like every other readathon that I host. We're going to have challenges and giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff. The hashtag for this year's Randomathon is going to be hashtag RandomathonBooks. That way I feel like it will separate it out from the other Randomathons. So we're going to talk about the reading challenges next. I tried to make all the challenges very easy and simple as we kind of ease into the new year, and winter time is kind of more of like a slow hibernating time. So I wanted the theme of this entire readathon to be like very cozy, very comforting. So everything's going to be very chill. So the first reading challenge is going to be to read a book with a bookshelf on the cover. Pretty self-explanatory. Second challenge is to read a book with book in the title. I will also settle for books in the title. The third reading challenge is to read a recommended book. You can do this any way you want. It can be something recommended from a family member, from a friend, from Instagram, from Goodreads, from the library. Any way you get a book that has been recommended will work. Challenge number 4 is going to be set in a library. I'm going to make a video or a reel for this challenge, so stay tuned for that. And then challenge number 5, an author is a character. Again, I'm going to be making a video or a reel for recommendations for this one. Once again, you can combine all of these reading challenges, which I feel like would be extra easy for this round. So if you have a book with book in the title, bookshelves on the cover, author as a character, set in a library that has been recommended, you can count that. You can read 1 book if you want to. You can read 5 individually. You can read 100 if you can squeeze it in, whatever works best for you. And then I have 5 physical challenges this round. Again, super easy. So challenge number 1 is to visit a library, preferably a library new to you if that is an option. I live in an area where there are like so many libraries. I'm gonna try to visit a couple new ones during the readathon. I'll be sharing them on Instagram and vlogging and stuff, so that should be really fun. You can also count a little free library or even a friend's library if you have that. Challenge number 2 is to make a bookmark. You can do what I do, where I just put stickers on like little bookmark shapes and then I laminate them. You can get a kit from Amazon. They have ones for making like diamond bookmarks or coloring bookmarks, or you can just cut a piece of paper the size of a bookmark, whatever you want to do. Challenge number 3 is to buy a new book, or you can also rent a new book from the library. It doesn't have to be new this year, just something that you don't already own and haven't read. I'll also count it if you find it in a little free library or if someone gives one to you. Challenge number 4 is to read in a bookstore. You can also do this in a library if you want to. Barnes & Noble in particular is really good for this, but find a fun bookstore and cozy up and read a little bit. I'll even let you count listening to an audio while you like go through a bookstore. And then challenge number 5 is to donate a book. Something that you didn't like, something that you don't think you're going to read again, maybe even a duplicate book. You can give it to a friend, you can put in a little free library, you can donate to the library or Goodwill or anything like that. I feel like this is always something good to do in the new year. I will be having a huge unhaul video coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. Now, you do not have to read only books about books, writers, and authors if you don't want to. There are a lot of books that have books or bookshelves on the cover that don't have to do with that. So you don't have to stay like 100% on theme if you don't want to. I, of course, will, because I like to immerse myself in the theme. Now, we also will have Instagram photo challenges. So there will be 1 photo challenge challenge for every day in the readathon. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl if you haven't already. I'll be posting in my stories every day, sharing everybody's photo challenges. There will also be a giveaway hosted on Instagram where I'll be giving away gently used books about books and authors, as well as some book themed goodies. I do one giveaway per week. If you participate in the photo challenges, make sure that you tag me in your photos. That is not just doing the @ symbol, which only sends me a notification. This is actually clicking edit on the photo before you post it and adding my name. The reason I have you do this is because this will send me a direct message immediately with your photo saying that I have been tagged. Again, not the same as a collaboration, it's just a tag. I'll try to put an easy how-to on Instagram. It's very, very simple, but this will guarantee that I will see your photo. Sometimes if you just do the @ button, I don't see it because I'm getting so many notifications during the readathon of people commenting on posts and sharing things. So if you can, please tag me in your photos because I really want to see them, and this also enters you into the giveaway. Also for Randomathon, I have collaborated with Book Gizmo. I will link her Instagram down below in the description, and she has some pre-orders up for some book sleeves, book jackets, Kindle sleeves, and things like that that are themed for Randomathon. I think we're going to try to do this for every readathon. We're going to see how it goes. I pre-ordered one of them already. She sent it to me a little early. This is the one that I chose. It's so pretty with all the different books, and this is the book jacket, so it just slides over your book. I prefer these over the book sleeves because you can leave them in here and it just protects them. So this is just one of the designs for the readathon. She should have options for book sleeves, book jackets, and like Kindle e-reader sleeves as well. You can use code READATHON to get 10% off. This is not sponsored in any way. We're doing a collaboration. The code is purely for you guys to get a 10% discount. I can't recommend her enough. Her stuff is such good quality and her pricing is one of the best that I have seen. She's such a sweet person. I've been getting book sleeves from her for like well over a year, so I am just thrilled about the collaboration. Pre-order runs until January 11th, but I think she said she's going to leave the readathon prints up for longer so that you guys have a chance to get them and hopefully get them in time. Again, her Instagram is Book Gizmo, and I will link her official website down below in the description. As per usual, I have graphics for the readathon, so things like currently reading, currently listening, finished reads, and a new one which is a TBR as well. These are pretty much all made for your Instagram stories, and then I have a couple for your regular Instagram posts as well if you want to use them that way. I also have an invitation graphic, so please send this to any of your bookish friends that may want to participate with you. I know I have at least one friend that I'm going to be buddy reading a certain book with during the readathon, which makes it extra fun. I will link the folder to download the graphics down below in the description. They will also be up on my Instagram stories today, so if you want to screenshot them, and I will save them to the Randomathon highlight on my Instagram, so they will always be there if you need to go back and get them for some reason. It's better to download them. It's totally free and it will give you like a very clean looking graphic to post. It's just for fun on Instagram and kind of lets people know you're participating, and it's a good way to make friends. I'll have a couple recommendation videos coming. I have a Books About Books book haul, and I will have my Randomathon TBR, as well as 1 or 2 recommendation videos themed around the readathon. So stay tuned for that, as well as I'll try to do at least a couple reels on Instagram. We got a lot coming up, so I'll do my best. But do make sure you're following along on Instagram as well as in my stories, because I'll post things every day. I'll be visiting some new bookstores and libraries and sharing like movies about books. I also have a Spotify playlist that I will link down below. It's very small right now because it's hard to find songs about books or authors or writers. So I'm adding to this slowly. It's not super huge right now, but it's a fun music playlist that you can just listen to in between your reading. You don't have to do any of the reading, physical, or photo challenges if you don't want to. You can just read one book about books to participate and you will have completed the readathon. Be sure and check out my how to do a readathon video. This is specific for my readathons. Again, you can make these as easy as you want to. You don't have to do anything complicated, but this does have tips and tricks for how to have the most fun, participate the most, and make it like a little reading party that I feel like you'll just really enjoy. So that link will be up in the cards and down below in the description. I'll also link a couple reading ambiances that you can put like on your TV or on your computer. You can have on while you're physically reading. I'll put a couple of my favorites down below. There's lots of good stuff that's going to be in the description, so make sure you check it out. My last tip is to go and request any of your library books, audio or physical, now, because because we're about 3 weeks out from the readathon, and that will give plenty of time for things that you want to read to come in and you're not having to wait for them. I'm really excited. We make these readathons like little reading parties, so we immerse ourselves in the theme with musics and ambiance and movies and books and all that kind of fun stuff. And again, you can do as little or as much as you want to do, but we just have such a good time. So let me know if you are excited. Let me know if you guessed the theme below. I did leave a few hints up throughout the year that you may or may not have seen. Let me know if you're participating. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.